Good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports. We're live tonight from Camp Point Central High School as the Central Panthers play host to the Pittsfield Sockies. Alongside Jack and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Glad to be back with you this evening on a kind of warm Tuesday night for January, to be honest, and crowd still rolling into this gymnasium for the matchup between these two squads. We'll talk about it on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey! You like Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream? It's a pepper thing!
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, here to serve you with the best in banking services close to where you live and always online, no matter where you are, at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Well, the Pittsfield Sockies and the Central Panthers matching up here this evening. These two squads, well, it's been a little more of a challenging year than the coaches would probably like to have on a yearly basis, as Pittsfield 6-10 on the year, Central just 3 wins on the season, and two teams that are very well coached and good programs year in and year out, but just have fallen on some times that aren't quite as rich as the others have been, but both with a intent here tonight, Jack, to win a basketball game.
Two teams last year over 20 wins apiece, and, it's kind of a little bit different, but Camp Point Central's got some young kids with a little bit of size. Pittsfield's still looking for those kids to get a growth spurt.
Yeah, there's not a lot of height on either team right now, really, across the board, although Central, as you talked about, has some kids that are younger that maybe still have a chance to grow. The Sockies with just one guy over 6 foot on the roster in Clayton Reinhardt, and it makes things difficult on the basketball side of things.
Well, I told Brad Tomave, I said, have you called the Nazarene Church in Nebo and see if they could maybe have a new minister come in with a kid named Baker? And he said, yeah, that wouldn't hurt a thing. I said, well, I was going to bring the 2 white boys from Chaminade, but I thought they might help a lot of different things.
Well, there were a lot of talented players, of course, over the weekend of the Quincy Shootout. Thanks to everybody who joined us for those matchups as well. Pittsfield trying to, turn the tide here as the calendar has flipped to 2025. It has not been friendly to the Sockies, just 1-4 on that stretch. Lost to Triopia 53-43, Pleasant Plains 54-30. Beat Rushville by 10 back on the 14th, lost to Q&D by 29, and lost most recently back on the 22nd last Wednesday, 56-39 to Greenfield Northwestern. For Camp Point Central, 3-13 on the season. And since the new year, it's been tough sledding for the Panthers as well. In fact, they're in the midst of a 7-game losing streak and trying to snap that with a victory here tonight. Their last victory was back on the 17th of December when they beat Western High School. So both teams fairly inexperienced to start the season, but at this time of the year, Jack, that's not really an excuse you can use anymore because you've had a lot of guys who played some varsity basketball. You've taken your lumps, but really at this point in time, if you're these two squads, you're looking to still build toward that regional because at that point, everybody's 0-0.
And that's why you play the young kids and get them a little bit of experience for the postseason. Each team's missing a couple of people because of a health problem tonight. A lot of that going on in the area, so we'll have to see how things shake out.
Yep, definitely a lot of illnesses going on, and we hope you all stay well. If you weren't able to make it out to the gym tonight, certainly glad you've chosen to spend your evening with us here on Central Illinois Sports. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show back at Camp Point Central High School after this.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time home buyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us, and when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hi, my name's Sierra Burns here with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, your low overhead dealership. We have new and used Lincoln Corsairs, Nautiluses, and even the Navigator. Come on out and see our new Lincolns for your next luxury vehicle.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. I want to give a shout out to our friends watching from Williamsport, PA tonight. The Honorable Gary Mendenhall and the First Lady of Pittsfield, Christy Mendenhall. I don't know who our temporary mayor is. I'd say Guard if I had to guess. He seems like the smartest one out of the rest of that group.
Bill Grimsley, I think.
No, I think it's Kevin Wombles, the Honorable Assistant Mayor, and or Mayor Pro Tem, as they might say. But glad to have the Mendenhalls watching from afar. Hope you're enjoying time spent with your family. It's always enjoyable to come here to Camp Point Central. In fact, Jack, I was here last night for wrestling. The Saki wrestling team had a pretty successful evening, winning all 3 duels, so congratulations to them. And a really well-run event here by Casey Monroe and young Mr. Griffin and company, as they ran a really, really solid 5-team wrestling event, and we were out of here by 8:30. I don't know why it didn't take any longer, but seemed like it flew right by, well organized, and a great facility here. 3 wins for the Camp Point Central basketball team after playing in a sectional championship a year ago and won the year before that. And, you know, it's small school athletics. Sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down, and a little bit down right now for Camp Point Central, but a chance for a lot of youngsters to get some playing time here and grow their skills.
One of the wins came really early in the Turkey tournament against Western, I think, was it not?
I believe that to be correct. They've beaten the Wildcats 2 different times on the season, and you know, this is a game, again, as we're talking about, both teams think they can win this contest as they're really pretty evenly matched. I think Pittsfield, if they're able to pressure Camp Point Central a bit, could have some opportunities to get in transition. But if you're the Sockies, you've also got to think about how you're going to guard Elijah Ginenbacher with his strength and tenacity to get to the basket.
Yeah, you know, Elijah's going to find a way to score. On the other side, Taylor Graham's got to find a way to score. And then it's going to be the pieces that fill in around him. And then good defense on both sides and who gets positioned on the boards and make some things happen. And maybe the Sockies can build off of what the JV team did. They really got down by a lot, came back and won the game 50-44. I mean, they were down like 16-2 or something at one time, weren't they?
Yep, it was a big comeback for the young Sockies. We'll have action for you on Thursday evening from Pittsfield as the Sockies play host to Porta AC Central. JV game at 6 o'clock, varsity game to follow. The Lady Sockies are on the road that night at Brown County, and our friends at BC Hornet Sports will have that matchup for you live on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch them as well. A rare Friday night off, and then Saturday, boys basketball at Jerseyville, a 4 o'clock JV start time, varsity around 5:30 on Saturday evening. It is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Both teams out on the court, warming up in preparation of tonight's matchup between the Sockies and the Panthers. We're back with you on Central Illinois Sports after this.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber, for all your building needs. Come see us in Pittsfield.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. You know, we're just a couple of weeks away from regionals being seeded, and of course the Panthers are a 1A team, Pittsfield a 2A team. The Sockies will actually be a regional host this year. And Camp Point Central, I should know this, should have done better research on where they're likely to go for their postseason. But, you know, both the squads will probably have to be in one of those type of play-in games possibly on the first Saturday. And, you know, you're trying to build to that postseason action, see if you can maybe pull a few upsets and get yourself into a regional semifinal or a championship game. And who knows from there, Jack. It's not like, and I don't mean this disrespectful to anybody in our area, it's not like we have the strongest area of basketball on the guys' side this year. There's a few teams that are, you know, a little better than the others, but I don't think we're seeing somebody like a West Central last year who was, you know, a potential state champion. You knew it from the get-go.
No, they and Calhoun are probably, you know, 2 teams that are going to be pretty strong. We're out in 1A. But, Charlie, I go back many, many years ago when we still lived in Jacksonville. Staunton went into a regional, rated 5th, 12-12, and won the state championship that year. And so, you know, there are those little Cinderella things that happen at times.
Bushnell and Illini Central are the hosts for the regionals that Camp Point Central will feed into. They and Southeastern, along with Rushville Industry, who's a 1A this year, which is an interesting development. Also Minden Unity, Havana, Illini Bluffs. So pretty well split between those two places. You could make some trips.
Who did you say was in 1A this year?
Rushville Industry.
Yeah, they were last year. I was surprised by that a year ago, too. Beardstown and them had played in regionals together. But, hey, we're just about ready to get things rolling tonight here at Camp Point Central High School in their beautiful gym that I almost said their beautiful new gym. It's been a long time since it's been new, Charlie. We've been here a lot of times.
It's called the South Gym now rather than the new gym, and just south of the South Gym is the wrestling facility. And, of course, the girls play still in the North Gym, and we'll have a game there on the 3rd between the Camp Point Central Southeastern Lady Panthers and the Pittsfield Lady Sockies in a game we're looking forward to as well. We'll step aside as they have the national anthem. We'll come back with the Farm and Home Supply. Starting lineup says Central and Pittsfield go head-to-head on Central Illinois Sports.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
No. About sick of winter, are you? That's the bad news. I don't think the winter's going to end anytime soon. The good news is we have a winter sale, so anything you might be looking for winter is on sale right now at your local Farm Home Supply, including 30% off all Burn outerwear and Noble Outfitters outerwear. And the bird's always hungry. You got a 40-pound bag of black oil sunflower seed for $16.99, or buy more, save more with our suet cakes, 5 for under $5. And keep your handsies and toesies warm. We got 25% off all of our casual shoes or Kinko winter gloves.
Find all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Farm and Home Supply, our starting lineup sponsor here on Central Illinois Sports. For the Pittsfield Sockeye, 6-10 on the season. Brad Tomei, their head coach. They'll start at a guard, a 5'10" junior Hayden Gratton. At a second guard, a 5'10" junior Rigston Bonds. And at the third guard, he is a 5'11" senior. That's Connor Sweeting. Taylor Graham will start at the guard spot. He's a 5'10" junior. And at the single forward, it's Clayton Reinhardt, the 6'2" senior. Reinhardt, Graham, Sweeting, Bonds, and Gratton for the Sockies. For the Central Panthers, 3-13 on the year, James Barnett, their head coach. They'll start at a guard, a 6'1" freshman, Cale Niekamp. At a second guard, he is a 6'2" senior. That's Elijah Ginnenbacher. And at a third guard, he is a 6' freshman, Luke Ippenson. At a forward, he is a 6'1" sophomore, Corbin Hoosier. And at the other forward, the 6' junior, Caden Niekamp. Niekamp, Hoosier, Ginnenbacher, Ippenson, and Niekamp for the Central Panthers. Central in the home white uniforms with the black numbers and gold trim, while the Sockies are in the black alternate uniforms with the red numbers and white trim here tonight.
Pittsfield wants to jump the ball. Caden Niekamp wants to arm wrestle for it, I think.
Graham will jump in the middle against Niekamp. They stand about the same size. As we're ready for basketball action for you tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Same height, not same weight division, I don't believe. As the tip is up and controlled by the Panthers. Ginnenbacher will run it down, draws Bonds on the defense, and we're underway. Ginnenbacher, the all-stater in football. Little floater up, no good. Rebound batted around. It'll come out to Cale Niekamp. A second chance opportunity on the first possession of the game for Camp Point Central. Ippenson on the dribble drive. Shot no good. Rebound batted around. And Sweeting will run it down for the Sockies. Gets it to Gratton. Now into the front court, Graham. He'll get to the free throw line. Little pull-up jump shots off the mark. Reinhardt gets the offensive board. Out to Gratton for a three. No good. Cale Niekamp grabs the rebound for Camp Point Central. Ippenson into the front court. Finds Ginnenbacher. Works off of the screen. Shovels it off. Now right side Ippenson gets it back. Going to go to Hoosier underneath with a turnaround shot. High glass up and good. Corbin Hoosier puts the Panthers on the board. 2-0 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Graham tries the lob down low to Reinhardt. Missed it on the left side. Gets it back. Puts it back up and in to time the game up at 2 points apiece. Bits of a little full court pressure here as Ippenson will get it on the run to the front court. Full speed ahead. Gets down low. Shot no good. Fouled by Reinhardt. And Ippenson heads to the free throw line shooting 2 shots.
Reinhardt first foul of the ball game. It'll put Ippenson at the free throw line. 2-2 ball game on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 6:49 left first quarter here on Central Illinois Sports. First one is up. High archer, no good.
If you're a buyer searching for the perfect home or a hunter passionate about the outdoors, Ridgeline Sales Group is here to help you capitalize on your investment. 217-285-5800 or online at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
Tie broken by Ippenson's second free throw.
3-2 Panthers on top. These two teams played in the first week of the season. Central had one basketball practice at that point in time as they had another deep run in football. Finished in the state semifinals this year. Graham on the elbow finds Gratton. He'll look for the post, wasn't open. Now Bonds will come out and get a touch. Run a little flex cut offense on the left side now to Graham. Top of the key, Sweeting. Right back to Graham, sets up for a three, and it's good. Graham from downtown gives Pittsfield their first lead of the contest. 5-3 the score, with 6:10 to play in the first. It's a warm evening here inside the Central Gymnasium. So warm the Panther mascot has ripped his head off because it's warm.
You betcha. She is a warm old night.
It is a traveling the call on a turnover here by the Panthers. Gives Pittsfield the ball right back, playing with a 2-point lead. A rare, almost 60-degree day here in January, and we'll have a stretch of mild weather as Reinhardt gets it down low, trying to go up against Niekamp. Shot no good, and Niekamp gets the board. Let him play a bit underneath. Nobody minds that for these two squads. As neither one wants to go extremely deep into their bench. Especially Central. Their fresh soft kids all just played an entire game. Gail Niekamp, for example, started the JV game, now starts the varsity.
Hoosier played a lot.
Yep. Niekamp gets it back on a pass deflected here. Ginnenbacher on the drive in, spins to the middle, hangs in the air, can't get it to go. Graham has the board for the Sockies. He'll turn and take it toward the front court. Bounces off of Niekamp, and Caden Niekamp called for the first foul against the Panthers.
His first, team first, ball out of bounds for the Sockies. 5:10 left first quarter, 5-3 Pittsfield with the lead on the Ridgeline scoreboard.
Bonds to trigger for Pittsfield. Looking, close to 5. Has to throw it into the backcourt. It's tipped by Hoosier and run down by Graham for the Sockies. Now they're going to try to push the pace a bit as they have a man advantage. Ball to the wing to Bonds. Out top Graham. Graham will try the drive. Reverses to the left hand. Gets downhill. Shot up is good by Graham. He'll go to the free throw line trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play.
Foul that time on Hoosier. It'll be his first, team's second. And the chance for the three-point play. Biggest lead of the ball game. 7-3 right now for the Sockies.
Nice job by Graham getting to that left hand. He is naturally left-handed, as you saw in the Northwestern Mutual replay.
Second one no good, and the rebound comes off to Hoosier.
The only one. He made the shot.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I knew what you meant. There's a long skip pass to Hoosier. He'll drive the baseline just unimpeded to the basket and in for 2. And Corbin Hoosier with the bucket has 4 in the early going to make it 7-5.
Bobby Harris waits to check in on the next dead ball.
Left side with it is Bonds.
Bernard checked in too.
Colin Bernard, the freshman. Had a nice JV contest as well. Pittsfield's freshmen have gotten a lot of action here this season. They just played a freshman game last night against Jacksonville at home and won. Out top with it is Grattan. Looks to Bernard at the free throw line. Now to Graham on the left side. He'll dribble it towards the top of the key. Find Reinhardt. Right back to Graham. Same spot he made the 3 a moment ago. He airballs this one badly. And the rebound to Niekamp. Halfway home through quarter number 1. It's a 7-5 Socky lead. Niekamp with it. That's Cale Niekamp, the freshman. Finds Hoosier. No, just threw it past him and out of bounds on a turnover. The second on the Panthers. Here's Bobby Harris in for the Sockies. The 6-foot junior. He'll sit down Clayton Reinhardt. Pittsfield with the basketball, looking to add on to a 2-point lead. As Graham will trot it towards the front court. On the right side, Bonds knifes the lane. Runner up no good. Might have been fouled, no call. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Pittsfield underneath. Who will throw it in? It'll be Hayden Grattan as the trigger man. Looking. He'll get it in the corner to Bernard. Bernard will try to dribble inside. Bumped around, ball knocked loose, run down by Bonds. Now stolen away by Niekamp out front. Caden Niekamp, just the biggest bully on the playground, gets it to his teammate in Elijah Ginnenbacher and ties the game up at 7 points apiece.
Second tie of the ball game, 2-7. 3:15 left first quarter.
Grattan with the dribble drive the other way. He'll get to the window, shot up and good. Both teams have given up some pretty good looks at the rim, and their coaches want them to clamp down a little more defensively. Neither squad, I would say, blessed with the best shooters from the outside, so really are frustrated when they give up those easy layups, as now the freshman Bernard got switched off on Ginnenbacher and fouls him.
Pick up his first, team second. Ball out of bounds. Panthers under the basket. Silas Smith, the sophomore, will check in, number 42. He'll set Bonds down, so the Panthers have to deal with a little bit more size from the Sockies now.
Smith added to the roster. Did give the Sockies 2 guys over 6 foot. He's about 6'4".
And the cameraman, Zeke Castleberry, the tallest guy on the team.
Might be the tallest guy in the program. Yep. Here's Hoosier with it deep in the corner left side. 9-7 the score with 2:43 to play in the first. Ginnenbacher to Hoosier. Here James Barnett said that's the wrong way. They reversed it. Here's the ball tipped by Smith, stolen away by Harris. Turnover the third by the Panthers. Into the front court with it is Bernard. Out to Graham. Off the little screen, has picked up the dribble to Grattan, top of the key. He'll try the drive, kick to Graham. Fakes now, gets 2 feet in the paint. Little fadeaway shot, no good. Niekamp grabs his third board of the evening already. That's Caden Niekamp. Panthers slow it up a bit to conserve a little bit of energy here as Niekamp has it out between the circles. 2 minutes to play in the first, trying to tie or take a lead. They've got Ginnenbacher down where they want him with the freshman guarding him. Now Ippenson with a nice drive, missed the shot, got his own board, put it back up, won't fall. But he's fouled on the play, and he will shoot 2.
Another offensive board given up on both teams.
22, that's Bobby Harris.
Bobby Harris will pick up the foul, his first, team third. Free throws go the other way to Ippenson, who's 1 for 2 on the night. First one is up and good, and it's a 9-8 ball game in favor of the Sockies.
Tim Waters and Waters Concrete offering quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052.
Second one no good. Graham with the board.
Sockies get it up the line into the front court. Graham with a spin move down low, had the ball stripped and stolen away. Hoosier with the takeaway on the Sockies' second turnover of the night. And a chance for Central to retake the lead with a made basket. Ginnenbacher has picked it up. He finds a cutter in Miles, I believe that is. Cruz Miles, the young sophomore, and he is fouled.
Grattan picks up the foul, his first. It was a 50-50. Fourth team foul. Bonds into the game. Oh, no, Brody Tomave into the game, and Bernard sits down.
Tomave is listed as a 5'9 freshman. Right side, here's a 3-ball by Miles. Rims in and out, no good. Harris with the box out and the board. Gets it to Smith on the trot into the front court. Crosses over, drives in. Kicks it out to Grattan. He'll dish right side, Graham. Gets to the baseline, now back to Grattan on the right wing for a 3. It's up and good. Hayden Grattan with the triple. He's got 5, and it makes it a 12-8 Socky lead, their biggest lead of the contest with a minute to play in the first. Skip pass, finds Miles, gets deep, threw a pass that was actually a good idea. Ball knocked loose, one on the scrum by the Panthers, shot by Niekamp, no good, gets his own board, puts it back up and in. Caden Niekamp with the offensive board and put back. 42 ticks to play in the first. No shot clock here, so the Sockies could theoretically hold for one shot.
No installed shot clocks in this gymnasium yet either.
Maybe that's why Matt Long's retiring, huh? On the right side with it is Smith. He'll get to the free throw line. Now pull it back out to Tom Habe, right wing Grattan. With 20 seconds to play. Skip to the left side, Smith for a 3, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it'll go off the Sockies out of bounds. Panthers will have the basketball with 13.6 seconds to play in the first as Bonds checks back in. Harris sits down. Also Bernard into the contest, replacing Graham for the first time on the night. Chance to beat a buzzer for James Barnett's squad. Ippenson gets it into Niekamp. He'll kick to the wing. 3-pointer up, no good. Rebound on the play. Tipped around, loose. Bonds grabs it right before the buzzer sounds. And that's the end of the first. After 1, it's the Pittsfield Sockies 12, the Camp Point Central Panthers 10 as you watch high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Ready to start quarter number 2. Pittsfield will have the basketball to start the period. They have a 2-point lead.
Pittsfield 5 of 13, 38%, 2 of 5 from the arc, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. 4 of 11 for the Panthers, 36%, 0 of 2 from the arc, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Pittsfield basketball with a 2-point lead.
Bonds out there along with Tom Have, Smith, Bernard, and Graham. So two freshmen, a sophomore, and a couple of juniors for Pittsfield. We'll set Camp Point Central's lineup once they get the ball. Here's Bonds on a drive in, kicks to the wing, and Tom Have. Good closeout by Miles to not let him get free. Here's the ball back to Tom Have now, hands it to Bonds. When Bonds gets 2 feet in the paint like he has a couple of times, you'd like to see him maybe take that shot, but now he turns it over. Stolen away by Niekamp. Ginnenbacher with it into the front court. He's the lone senior on the floor and the team. Niekamp is a junior. Ippenson and Cale Niekamp are freshmen, and Cruz Miles a sophomore on the floor right now for the Central Panthers. They're looking to tie or take the lead in the opening minute of this second period as Ginnenbacher has it on the right wing. Out to Ippenson for the three in the lead. It's an air ball, and it will go out of bounds to the Sockies. Length of the court to go. Ridgeline Sales Group, our scoreboard sponsor, thanks to Chris Nichols and his squad for helping bring the games to you each and every evening on Central Illinois Sports. Here's a pass down low, looking for Smith. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Smith, and a turnover on the Sockies is their third, I believe. Call it fourth.
Smith was wide open. The pass was too high for him, and he actually was open for about 2 steps, and the pass was a little late.
What do you mean too high? 6:40 to play in the half. Here's Ginnenbacher down to Niekamp. Shot fake and missed the shot. Gets his own board, no good, as he's trying to increase his chances for a double-double, as he's got yet another offensive rebound and another foul on the Sockies.
I go against Tom Have?
Bernard.
Oh, Bernard, my mistake. Bernard picks up his second first team foul. Niekamp to the free throw line, has 2 points in the night. First one is good.
Hey, remember to go check out our friends at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. They're open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. Come out tomorrow evening for the Socky Nation Queen of Hearts drawing. Tickets go on sale at 6:30, drawing at 8 o'clock.
Chance for our third tie. Niekamp cannot get the second one to fall, and Bonds gets the rebound.
He'll get the outlet pass to Graham, who will trot it into the front court for the Sockies. Back to Bonds. He'll get downhill, get it into Reinhardt, trying to go in against Ginnenbacher. Pretty good take that time by the senior Reinhardt. He'll put it up and in for 2. He's got a pair of buckets and extends the Socky lead back to 3. Ginnenbacher quickly the other way. Rises, shoots, missed it. Rebound tip. Bonds with another board. He wants to push the pace the other way. Now has to slow it up a bit and wait for some numbers to come help out. Near the half-court line, it's Taylor Graham. Socky's in a 5-out look here as Graham has the basketball. Backdoor cut. Looks like that ball was kicked. Pretty good look that time as Bonds had broken open.
5:55 left, second quarter action here.
Out of bounds on the baseline for the Sockies. Looking here, looking close to 5. It's a pass batted out of bounds by Caden Niekamp. And there'll be a sideline out of bounds now for Pittsfield.
Caden Niekamp and Elijah Ginnenbacher, the leading tacklers from their freshman and sophomore years on in the football team. Niekamp, I think, at times would like to tackle in basketball, too, if he could.
Well, you can. It's only 5 times a game. Here's a pull-up shot by Graham in traffic, no good. Rebound down to Ippenson. Clears it out to Ginnenbacher. Wipes a little sweat from his brow and sets the offense in motion for the Central Panthers. Here's a ball now kicked by Hayden Gratton, who's got a lot more hair than the last time I saw him.
Well, his mom and dad went on vacation, and so he was able to let it grow a little bit, maybe.
In for the Panthers, Hoosier returns as Cale Niekamp sits down. Ginnenbacher has it out near the big Panther head here at center court. He's trying to talk the squad through getting the offense set up here. Count started as they'll put the ball in motion. Into the middle, ball stolen away as Graham steps in front of the pass. He'll take the dribble into the front court. Kicks to the wing. Right side Bonds. Open 3. It's no good. Rebound down to Reinhardt. Fouled on the way up, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Reinhardt's third offensive board of the day. That's going to go against Hoosier. That'll be his second. And it'll be the first team foul of the second quarter against the Panthers. 5:04 left in the half. And the lefty, Clayton Reinhardt, the senior, gets a couple of free throws. First one, no good.
The Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
If he can make this free throw, he'll be the third Saki with 5 points. Up and good.
Very balanced. They have a 4-point lead for the third time tonight on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 5 minutes to play in the first half. Ball behind Ippenson. Ball batted around. They're going to call that a kick by Graham. Kind of an inadvertent kick, but a kick nonetheless. And it'll be Panther basketball on the sideline opposite the scorer's table.
It is called a kick now when it's an advantage, and that time he did kick it away from everybody.
Ippenson on the right side, Hoosier. Looking in the paint, nothing going. They'll get the ball back out top now, Niekamp. As the Sakis play a little 2-3 zone. Here's a three on the way by Miles, and he'll put it up and in. Cruz Miles with the tray. And cuts the lead to 1.
First three of the ball game for the Panthers.
Feel like it's one of the few attempts they've had from three as the ball stolen away by Miles, but then he threw it right back away, and the two teams will trade turnovers.
6 turnovers in the Panthers, 5 on the Sakis.
4:20 to play in the half as it's ball to bounds in front of the central bench for Pittsfield. Graham to throw it in. Gets it to Reinhardt. Looking for the back door. There's Bonds. Just missed the catch. Had to run it down. Pulls it back out on the wing.
Reinhardt really put a good pass in there for an easy layup.
Here's Graham on a drive. Might have got away with the shuffle, but is up and in for 2. Give Taylor Graham 6 on the day now. Call it 7 with 4 minutes to play in the half. Made a 3 and a couple of shots from inside the arc. That's right. That's 7.
3 guys with 5, now one of them with 7.
You can count.
Not often.
Here's Niekamp with it, out to Ginnenbacher. Well, 5-out set for the Panthers now. Ball skipped across to Ippenson. He'll try the drive by Sweeting. Gets the ball down low, and they'll say that's too much from Graham as he fouls Niekamp.
Graham will pick up his first foul, second of the quarter.
And they'll be ball to bounds for the Panthers underneath. Here's Brody Tomhave back in. He'll sit down Sweeting. Hoosier to throw it in for Camp Point Central. Right side, Miles. He'll work it down low to Ginnenbacher. Or Niekamp, excuse me. Ball comes back out to Hoosier. Missed 3, tipped around on the putback. Ippenson wins the battle for the board. Gets it into Hoosier, and they'll say he traveled.
Oh, I thought Reinhardt got called for the foul. They called a travel?
They called him for a shuffle of the feet.
No, they called Reinhardt for a foul. Didn't they?
They called a travel.
I'll be darned. I looked down and already had it marked down.
Well, don't anticipate so much as Smith is back in along with Harris. They sit down Bonds and Reinhardt.
That's the fastest thing I've done all day, I guess.
Well, as Smith now just loses the ball out of bounds as it just took his eye off of it for a moment. An unforced error will give the ball back to the Central Panthers.
7 turnovers apiece now.
3:14 to play in the half. It was 14-12, 12-10 Pittsfield after 1?
It was 12-10 after 1.
Low-scoring second quarter. Here's a pass on the wing to Miles. He'll shuffle the feet and be called for a travel.
Last 4 trips, we've had turnovers.
As walking it up will be Graham for the Sakis. Out front, Smith gets the pass into Graham, and he travels. Last 5 trips, we've had turnovers. Can we make it 6? Place your bets.
Pittsfield went the first 4 minutes without a turnover, and now we've got a timeout, I do believe, from Camp Point Central. Adams Fiber timeout, 17-14 Sakis, 2:48 left in the half. We're back after this.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Adams Network, here to serve you the best internet around. Doesn't buffer no matter what life throws at you. It's Adams Fiber. Visit followthefiber.net. Timeout taken by the Panthers, their first of the evening. 17-14 is the Pittsfield lead, but Camp Point Central has a length of the court to go.
It's first time out of the ball game, isn't it?
That it is. Into the front court, Ginnenbacher will bring it across the center line. There's a pass over to Ippenson. Quick in the corner to Hoosier. Top of the key, Niekamp with it. He had Ginnenbacher, but didn't see him as he had his back to him. Niekamp comes and gets it top of the key. They've got Niekamp posted up on Brody Tomave underneath. Good help side, though, by Gratton as he'll steal it away. Brody Tomave said, good to see you, buddy. I didn't know how that one was going to go if I was going to try to go with him one-on-one. If I stayed on for a certain amount of time, I get a shiny belt buckle, I believe. Here's Smith with it on the drive. He'll throw a pass right to Niekamp on the steal.
7 trips.
Niekamp gets it to Ginnenbacher out top. Now to Niekamp.
And Niekamp showed us against Liberty in the Winchester tournament that he could score them a lot.
Yeah, now we've got a foul underneath.
Is that going to go on Gratton? It is. That'll be his second. Team foul number 3 comes with 1:43 left in the quarter, and Bonds will check in for Gratton.
Hoosier will throw one in for the Panthers underneath their hoop. Looking here, he'll get it in the corner to Miles. Now to Hoosier on the baseline. Cruz Miles fakes the three, gets it to Niekamp. Need better spacing. If you're Camp Point Central right now, they have two guys who could have reached out and
shook hands.
Touching me, touching you. Down low, they'll get it into Ginnenbacher. He'll put it up and in. Good find. And he's got 4. And breaks the streak of a turnover fest. 17-16 with 1:14 to play in the half.
It was 12-10 after a quarter.
Here's Bonds to Smith.
5-4 second quarter.
Tomave out front, over to Bonds. Somewhere Todd Plattner is smiling at this low score. Here's a pull-up shot by Graham in the paint. It's up and in. He actually thinks it's a high-scoring game right now. 50 seconds to play in the half.
Why are you shooting so much?
Won a lot of games with that style, though.
Used to be able to keep the shots on my fingers.
Pretty darn effective and efficient. Here's Niekamp looking for the high-low. Gets it to Hoosier. Right side 3, no good. There's Ginnenbacher on the rebound. Blocked by Smith. Rebound Hoosier again. Out front to Miles. Sets up for a 3, and he'll connect. And tie the game up. And 19 points apiece. Knotted at 19 with 23 ticks to play in the half. And it appears the Sakis will try to hold for one shot. Graham with it near the sideline. He'll dribble out between the circles. Breaks the count by Hoosier. Needs to be careful. He's out near that half-court line.
Outstepped across, didn't he?
With 8 seconds. Gets a screen from Harris. Tries to find him on a pick and roll. He'll run out of rim on the baseline, and a turnover on the Sakis. With 3.8 seconds to play in the half. Gives it to Camp Point Central the chance to take a lead. Ginnenbacher will catch it with nobody guarding him. Throws it into the front court. It's through the hands of Ippenson and out of bounds free as the buzzer sounds. And we head to halftime. And the Little Chess Motors halftime show where the Pittsfield Sakis and Camp Point Central Panthers are tied at 19.
Your friends at Little Chess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. Hi, this is Scott Davis from Little Jess, and I've got some exciting news for you. Jeep just announced an unheard of 20% off our entire selection of new 24 Jeep Gladiator, Mojaves, and Rubicons. With 20% off, you can save over $12,000 on each of these adventurous models during the Start Something New sales event. The snow is coming, and what better reason to get the best four-wheel drive on the market and to save 20% in the process. Hurry in or log on to littlejess.com today because 20% won't last long. Little Jess served the Tri-States for 7 decades.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition means hometown pride.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A 19-19 tie at the halftime break as the Sockies and the Panthers are all knotted up. And Jack has a look at some halftime stats.
Well, the Panthers and the Sockies have each one turned it over 10 times in the ball game. Corbin Hoosier has 2 fouls for the Panthers, 1 on Caden Niekamp. That's their 3 fouls. On the other side, 2 on Clayton Reinhardt, 2 on Colin Bernard, 2 on Hayden Gratton, a single foul on Bobby Harris, and a foul on Taylor Graham in the first half. It was 12-10 after one quarter, 19 all here at halftime. Our third tie of the ball game, 2-7-19. We'll take a break on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show. Shooting percentages, individual scoring come your way after these.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2021 Ford Escape has 102,352 miles, is all-wheel drive, has leather interior, a lane departure warning system, and forward collision system. It is priced to sell at $19,250. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Brian Dickhout Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickhout Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickhout Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickhout Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Tied at 19 here at halftime in a Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show. Panthers are 7 of 21, 33%, 2 of 6 from the arc, 33%, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 50%. They're led in the first half. Cruz Miles with a couple of threes for 6 points. Corbin Hoosier has 4, as does Elijah Gittenbacher. 3 points for Caden Niekamp. He's added 6 rebounds, and Luke Ippenson has a pair of free throws. On the Pittsfield side, they're 8 of 18, 44%, 2 of 6 from the arc, 33%, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 33%. Taylor Graham leads the way with 9 points, 5 for Clayton Reinhardt. He adds 3 boards, and 5 for Hayden Gratton. That's the point total of 19 apiece. Tied at 2, 7, and 19. We'll take a break, come back, and get ready for second half play-by-play from here at Camp Point Central High School.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season. If you are looking to get team shirts or spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square feet of retail space, so pop in and see what we have to offer. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and banners. The Walker family has proudly owned and operated Press Yours On You for over 18 years. Being a small-town business, our goal is customer satisfaction. We would like to thank everyone who has supported us. As always, thank you for supporting local.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds, or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Camp Point Central will have the basketball to start the second half. They and Pittsfield tied at 19 points apiece, and that's over and back. Not called. And we're underway as Ippenson has the basketball, the Niekamp, joined by Ginenbacher, Miles, and the fifth man is Hoosier. Here's Miles on a drive by his man. Shot partially blocked on a rebound to Rigston Bonds for the Sockies. It's Bonds, Bernard, Grattan, Graham, and Reinhardt to start the second half for the Sockies. Bernard to the shot fake and a drag. Gets squared up. Nice take to the hoop by the young freshman. He's got his first two. And makes it 21-19 Sockies.
Not a lead change.
It's with a little full court pressure now. A little man, it looks like here, to try to run and jump. Panthers got a hustle here, close to 10. Ginenbacher will get it across the time stripe just in the nick of time. Why is it the nick of time, by the way, Jack?
I don't know who Nick is.
Could have been the Caden of time. Here's a ball that Sockies just let go free and get to Ginenbacher for a three. Now no good. And the rebound down to Bonds, his third. Call it fourth. Reinhardt was out of bounds.
Comes out of bounds, doesn't get established inbound, so that'll be the 11th turnover on the Sockies.
It'll give it back to Central, down by 2 with 6:45 to play in the third. Miles with it to Niekamp. He needs some help back there. This is close to 10. That's 10 right there. And instead of a timeout, going to be called by James Barnett. 6:35 to play in the third. 21-19. Pittsfield on top of Camp Point Central. We're back after this.
Jersey's Bar and Grill is pleased to announce the upcoming opening of our second location at 115 East Main Street in Mount Sterling. Coming this March, you will be able to find all your Jersey's favorites, signature drinks, craft beer selection, and locally sourced beef at 2 locations to better serve you. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
Hey! You like Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream? It's a pepper thing.
6:35 to play in the third on the Adams Fiber timeout by Camp Point Central. Panthers will have it out of bounds in the backcourt with a new 10 count here. As they were just about to turn it over, James Barnett came in to save the day with the timeout. Ball comes to Ippenson in the backcourt. Now Niekamp. Ginenbacher. Back to Niekamp. Gotta go here. And a turnover. You hate to see that if you're James Barnett.
Yeah, out of a timeout, you don't want to make a mistake like that. Caden Niekamp bringing the ball up. I kind of thought a couple of the smaller guards might be responsible for that, or Ginenbacher.
Inbounds pass comes to Bernard. Gets it back to Grattan. Has it knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Sockies on the baseline here. They have a 2-point lead, and Grattan will be the man to throw it in.
If you're the Sockies, you might want to pick the tempo up a little bit. Panthers would probably wear down a little quicker, you would think.
Inbounds pass to Bernard. Shot no good. Rebound loose. Bernard down on the floor after it. A held ball. It'll stay with the Sockies on the alternating possession arrows. The Panthers got it just a moment ago to start this second half. Grattan again will throw it in. As it calls out the play call for Brad Tomhave's squad. Inbounds pass to Bonds out between the circles. Works off of the screen. Now on the left side over to Bernard. Grattan gets it on the right side, a little jab step. He'll put it on the deck. Over to Bonds, has it go right between his hands and out of bounds. And yet another Socky turnover. It's their 11th of this affair.
About 4 unforced ones, too, just taking your eye off the ball.
Reels Concrete, located just north of Pittsfield, as the ball's stolen away. Stop by and see them for all of your concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and more, as Bernard gets the layup off of the steal and makes it a 4-point lead. Nearly had another steal as Ippenson has it in the backcourt. He'll throw it across to Ginenbacher. Kicks to the wing, Miles. Puts it on the deck as the defender slips by. Now Hoosier with the touch out top. Check that that's Ippenson. Now to Hoosier on the right wing. Miles to Niekamp looking for Ginenbacher. Touch pass out. Left side Ippenson. Good look. 3 no good. Rebound tipped up and pulled down by Taylor Graham for the Sockers. He'll push it into the front court, looking for Grattan. Ball out of bounds. They'll say it touched the Panthers last and stays with Pittsfield on the baseline. 5:24 to play in the third. Bounce pass into Graham. He's fouled on the shot, the official tells us, and Taylor Graham heads to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Hoosier's going to pick up his third foul, first foul of the quarter. 5:22 left third quarter, 23-19. Graham with 9 points. He's 0 for 1 from the free throw line, and he'll shoot for their biggest lead. First one good.
McCartney Storage, located on the north end of Pittsfield. A great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more with affordable monthly rates. There's no reason to look anywhere else. Call Michael McCartney at McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011.
Graham makes them both, has 11, 25-19, 6-point lead, the biggest of the night. Bernard, who had the first 4 points of the quarter, sits down in lieu of Tom Hayes.
So one freshman for the other here for the Sockies. Niekamp with it deep in the backcourt. Gets it to Hoosier. Takes it across the time stripe along the sideline. Now to Niekamp. All the way deep into the corner to Ippenson. 5:05 to play in the third. Panthers get it to Ginnenbacher. He'll drive in. Shot up no good. A rebound tipped around, and Grattan has it for Pittsfield. He'll bring it into the front court. Thought about the pull-up. Now instead out top to Graham for a three. Rims it out, no good. Rebound down to Ippenson for the Panthers. He'll get it to Ginnenbacher. He'll trot it across. Brixton Bonds had an opportunity that last time to step in and take a charge against Ginnenbacher. That's what you call a good life choice, to not do that. Here's a lob pass down low. Reinhardt will knock it away, but can't run it down before it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Panthers.
Yeah, that's going to hurt just a little bit.
Or a lot.
Panthers haven't, or the Sockies haven't taken many charges on the year. A couple I remember for the whole season.
Here's Hoosier on a pull-up shot. Nice little hook by the sophomore. He'll put it up and in and makes it a 4-point game again.
He's got 6.
On the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, 25-21 Pittsfield. There's Graham on a turnaround tough shot, gets it to go. And Brad Tomhabe wants the timeout. We'll pause as well on the Adams Fiber timeout. 4:13 to play in the third. It's the Sockies 21, the Panthers. How about the Sockies 27, the Panthers 21.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
4:13 to play in the third. Timeout taken by Pittsfield is their first of the night on the Adams Fiber timeout. Adams experts can help you when your computer goes down. They can also help you with computer sales. Give Adams expert a call, 217-214-3423, or online at followthefiber.net.
I'm sure Brad Tomhabe said, take care of the basketball.
Yeah, he probably said, all right, let's turn it over 11 more times. And what else would he say? Right side with it, Ippenson. To Niekamp, as the Sockies are in a, looks like a 2-3 zone. Pass down low goes off of Hoosier's shin. Run down by Ippenson. This picked it up near the sideline. Now Hoosier had to save it in. To Ippenson, left side Ginnenbacher. He'll try the drive in. Spin move and a hold. Called on the Sockies.
On the floor. Foul's going to go against Graham. It'll be his second. First team foul in the second half. Here comes Silas Smith in. He'll sit Clayton Reinhardt down.
Reinhardt's given the Sockies some good minutes tonight on both ends. Inbounds pass out top to Ginnenbacher. Kicks to Ippenson. Tries the drive. Leaves it into Ginnenbacher, who puts it up and in for 2.
He's got 6.
27-23 with 3:28 to play in the third. Grattan with the ball to Bonds. Gets it to Tom Hayes. He'll try the spin move inside. Little runner up, no good. Gets his own rebound. He'll try to go back up with it off the side of the iron, no good. And the rebound down to Hoosier. Pretty good take by Tom Hayes on the initial one. Once he got that offensive board, maybe thinking about
just needs
pulling it back out.
A little more strength to be able to make that happen.
Yep. Here's the ball now stolen away by Graham. He'll get the larceny. Layup at the other end is a block by Ippenson. No, a foul by Ippenson. And 2 shots coming up for Taylor Graham.
Ibbetson's first, team second. Graham to the free throw line, 2 for 3. He's made his last 2, has 13 points of his team's 27. Bernard will check in after the first free throw. 2:56 left third quarter, 27-23. Graham's first is no good.
Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404. Quincy High School with another victory tonight. They beat Galesburg 90-35.
Not Bishop O'Connell. So Graham will try it again. 2 for 4 from the free throw line, 13 points in the night. Second one is no good. And a rebound comes off to Ippenson, his 4th.
Ginenbacher brings it into the front court. It is tripped up, they'll say, by Bernard.
I don't know if either one of those guys could really knock him down, but Bernard's going to pick up the foul. It'll be his 3rd, team's 2nd of the quarter.
2:48 to play in the third. Ball to bounce to the Panthers on the sideline as Ginenbacher will get it. Drives. Kicks down low to Niekamp. Lets the defender fly by. Missed the shot. They'll say he's fouled. If this was on Graham, that would be his 3rd.
It is on Graham. His 3rd foul. 3rd team foul. 2 free throws for Caden Niekamp. Has 3 points in the night. 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 2:43 left in the quarter. 27-23. Pittsfield with the lead. First free throw is good.
When you need concrete for your next job or project, give Pike County Concrete a call. They have locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville. 217-285-5548.
James Barnett's probably pretty happy with the score right now, but he'd like to see his team make a few more buckets. Second free throw up by Niekamp is good. He's got 5.
I don't know that I've ever seen Coach Barnett what I'd call happy during a basketball game. He's kind of an intense guy. I think he's happy when it's over and they have more points than the other team. Out top of it is Grattan. He'll try to drive in, runner up right hand, no good. Tell you what, though, he can cook a mean set of wings. We had some yesterday.
That would be Jersey's. Miles picks up the foul, his first, team 3rd. Free throws for Grattan, aggressively going to the basket. 27-25 Pittsfield, 2-point lead. 2:24 left, and it seems like we've moved about 4 seconds at a time. First one up by Grattan, no good.
Now the contest for the Sakis. Bonds returns as Tom Have sits down. Panthers stand pat with their current lineup.
They move the 6'4" kid out of the free throw line and put a 5'10" kid in. Second one by Grattan is good. He's got 6.
They knew he was going to make it. Wouldn't need to get a rebound. 2:22 to play in the third. 28-25, the Pittsfield lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Ginenbacher has picked it up, looks out top to a new man into the game. That's Luke Houston, the 5'5" freshman. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers underneath.
Bernard ought to check into being the kicker next year on the football team. He's had a foot on the ball a few times tonight.
Ginenbacher, nope, Niekamp will be the man to throw it in. Looking, he'll lob it out top. That's to Ippenson. He'll lose it out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover.
The 15th of the ball game.
Might have got knocked down, but he got up again. Ain't nothing going to hold him down. 2:04 to play in the third. 3-point Pittsfield lead.
And then unlike wrestling, you do not get 3 points for that.
Smith hands it off to Grattan near the sideline right side. And the corner back to Silas Smith. Works it out top to Grattan. Crosses over, drives. Kicks to Reinhardt on the baseline. He'll go to work underneath. Attacks the rack. Shot no good. Grattan tapped it out, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Camp Point Central basketball.
1:45 left. I think we're timing this with a sundial today. Not moving very fast.
A sand dollar.
Sundial.
Oh, sand timer. Here's Hoosier on the drive. Count the bucket.
Nope. Called a charge. 16th turnover. Hoosiers going to pick up.
Ippenson with the foul.
Ippenson will pick up his second, 4th team foul. Player controlled. The ball went in, and Ippenson's hurt.
He
I'm not
is really
exactly
slow to get
sure
up
how
here.
exactly that went, but he is not doing well right at the moment.
He needs to come out of the game as Hoosier's now going to come in. Hibbertson trying to just catch his breath and get stood up here for a second.
Yeah, I'm not sure he got the call on that one. It was an interesting charge.
Yeah, I thought that was a block for sure, but we play on. 1:30 to play in the third.
That's what you do. Yeah, it might be the third one Pittsfield's taken this season.
Bonds with it out top. A little slip screen down low to Bernard. He'll put up a shot, no good. Foul by Hoosier, and Bernard will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
Hoosier will pick up his 4th foul, 15 foul. Bernard to the free throw line. He has 2 buckets on the evening. First time to charity stripe, 28-25, 1:20 left third quarter. First one is up and no good. 4 of 10 from the free throw line are the Sockey's.
Not good.
Second one, no good. Rebound's going to come off to Genenbacher.
1:15 to play in the third. Houston gets it to Genenbacher. Has it swiped away by Bonds. Bonds on the run out into the front court. Blocked by Niekamp. Hoosier with the board. Niekamp goes sliding into the end boards.
Your bleachers are broken.
Here comes Genenbacher into the front court. He'll slow it down as he didn't have the numbers. Gets it over in the corner. Three-point shot up is no good by Miles. Rebound down to Bernard, and he loses his footing. If this is on Hoosier, he would foul out of the game.
Houston came in and got an offensive board. Houston's going to pick up the foul, his first. 15 foul, 6th actually, and so we'll go to the other end. 28-25, 49.4 seconds left in the quarter. Luke Houston, just a freshman.
Big win tonight for Morton, beating Metamora 59-42. A battle of state-ranked teams.
Pittsfield will shoot a couple more free throws. Bernard there again, 0 for 2. First one's up and good.
Tim Waters and Waters Concrete. They provide quality concrete no matter what your project is. Get on the books for this spring with Waters Concrete, 309-252-1052.
Bernard second, no good. Rebound Genenbacher, just his second board of the night.
46 seconds to play in the third.
Saki's now 5 of 13 from the charity stripe.
Hoosier throws it across. Ball is tipped, goes off of Bernard out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers here as Bobby Harris will check in. He'll sit down Tom Have. 35.6 seconds to play in the third. Both teams a bit shorthanded due to some illness tonight. That's why you're seeing the likes of Hoosier stay out there with 4 fouls. Miles with it, out top to Genenbacher. Looking down low, has Niekamp. Ball tipped by Bernard. Run down in the corner by Miles for a long 2, no good. Rebound down to Hoosier. He's open, he'll put it back up. Can't get it to fall, gets another board. It's tied up, and it'll be Central Basket. Nope, they're not going to call tie up. They're going to say that Grattan touched it while standing on the end line, so it'll be ball out of bounds underneath for Camp Point Central. Niekamp with it on the right side. Genenbacher with 2-1. He'll put up a 3 at the buzzer. No good. And we're headed to the fourth with the Pittsfield Sockey's leading the Central Panthers 29-25.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
29-25, Pittsfield on top of Camp Point Central after 3. Panthers will have the basketball to start quarter number 4.
Pittsfield 11 of 27, 40%, 2 of 7 from the arc, 28.5%, 5 of 13, 38% from the free throw line. Panthers 9 of 32, 28%, 2 of 10 from the arc, 5 of 8 from the free throw line.
Panther basketball, they have Ginnenbacher, Ippenson, Houston, Miles, and Niekamp to start the final quarter. Here's a pass to the corner. Miles for a 3. Good luck, and he'll bury it from the left wing. Cruz Miles with the tray. He's cut this down to a 1-point Pittsfield advantage.
He's got 9.
Sockies have Graham, Grattan, Bonds, Bernard, and Reinhardt to start the final quarter. Here's Graham, going to let it fly for a 3, and the answer up and good. Taylor Graham in double digits.
16 for him.
Makes it a 4-point lead with 7:20 to play. Both teams hot shooting for this game to start the fourth. Here's Niekamp in the backcourt. Throws it across. Grattan will get the steal. He'll bring it ahead for the Sockies. Waits for some comrades to catch up. Out it comes to Graham. Another 3 off the mark. Rebound Bonds on the offensive side. He'll give it to Grattan for a 3. It's up off the back iron. And the rebound pulled in by Houston for the Panthers.
He's 5'4". Got the rebound.
They list him at 5'5".
I measured him before the game.
It's kind of strange. Here's a pass out top to Niekamp. And work it over on the left side. That is to Mr. Miles. Ippenson has it on the wing. A lot of youngsters out there. Now Ginnenbacher. He'll try to get inside. Got off balance. Shot no good. Rebound down to Reinhardt for the Sockies. Grattan will bring it across for Pittsfield. Strange place for Clayton Reinhardt to take a nap. Out top with it now. Bonds will get it to Bernard. He's already used the dribble. Gets it to Reinhardt. Top of the key. Looks down low. Now to Bonds at the free throw line. The Sockies run a little flex cut offense. Between the circles, Graham looks down low. There's Grattan as he breaks free in the paint. Shot no good. Rebound. Reinhardt soars in. Put back won't fall. Ippenson with the rebound for the Panthers. Ginnenbacher will trot it into the front court with just under 6 minutes to play. Panthers trailing by 4, but on the attack here. As Niekamp has it out top. Lobs it down low. Ginnenbacher catches it deep. Shot no good. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers. Into the contest for the Sockies. Silas Smith will return. He'll sit down Bernard. Niekamp will throw it in for Central. To Ginnenbacher. Back to Ginnenbacher on the wing now, and he'll set up the half-court set. There's a dribble drive in by Ippenson. Shot no good. Foul, and he'll head to the charity stripe.
That'll be on Silas Smith. It'll be his first, team foul number 1. Free throws by Luke Ippenson, recovering from that fall he had a little bit ago. 2 free throws in the night, 2 for 4 for there. First one up and good.
Smith just overplayed defensively. He had the man in the corner, had the sideline to trap him there, just needed to stay in front.
Second free throw, an air ball, and it'll be Pittsfield ball underneath.
And we get a whistle and a timeout on the Adams Fiber timeout. 5:31 to play in the contest, 32-29. The Sockies lead the Panthers.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time home buyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us, and when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Whether you're working from home or trying to play your new favorite game on the PS5, Adams Fiber can keep you going. Call thefiber.net. I think they're on 5. I don't know. They made a new one since then, John? He doesn't know either. I can remember back in the day when they had the original PlayStation.
Is that Atari?
Yeah, down low, that's Reinhardt with a turnaround shot. Good touch and gets it to go.
His 7th point of the night.
34-29. Lead is 5 for the Sockies with 5:09 to play on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Genenbacher brings it into the front court to Ippenson. Out front, Houston will come get it. Niekamp looking in the paint, nothing open. Now Miles, they run him off the three-point line. Tell you what, Cruz Miles gets squared up. He's a pretty good shooter from that wing.
He's got 3 threes.
That corner shot's not one you see a ton anymore, is it? Here's Genenbacher, just muscles his way and gets to the rim and scores 2 more.
He's got 8.
34-31. Pittsfield's lead trimmed back down to 3 as Graham drives, kicks to Smith on the wing. Cratton to Bonds. Bonds on the drive, gets inside, shot up is good, and he'll get a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play, and that's what we talked about earlier with Bonds. He was getting into the paint, was just a little passive with it. That time he went right to the rim.
First 2 of the night for him, makes it 36-31, 4:23 left in the 4th quarter in regulation. Free throw up and short. The woes continue, but Silas Smith gets the offensive board.
Bonds then dribbles it off of his foot and then has it taken away by Ippenson, and then with that insult to injury, he'll foul.
Who's the foul on?
Bonds.
Okay, Bonds will pick up his first, team foul number 2.
Just a tough little stretch there. Missed a free throw, had the turnover, and then a foul. But he's back out there playing it on the defensive side now as that play is gone. Here's Silas Smith with a near steal in the backcourt. He'll get on the floor after it. And loose ball, and they'll say that Cratton was on the end line, so it'll stay with the Panthers here. New 10 count with 4:06 to play.
You don't know how close they could have been to a 10 count there with that ball bouncing around.
Niekamp will get it into Genenbacher. He'll turn and take it toward the front court. Somebody better step in front, and Reinhardt says, I'll help with that as he fouls him on the shot, though.
Reinhardt picks up the foul. It'll be his third team foul already with 4:01 left. Genenbacher to the free throw line, has 8 points, first time at the charity stripe, 36-31. First one is up and good.
Bowlers Universe, hey, see them for their daily lunch specials. They have the $7 famous burger basket tomorrow. Burger and fries, $7. Can't beat it at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield.
Second one in and out, no good. Rebound comes off the other way by Central. Shot up, no good. Rebound this time. Taylor Graham comes away with it.
And Genenbacher will knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Sockies here. With under 4 minutes to play. A pretty tight game throughout the night. Hey, there they are.
Both coaches probably feel like they're coaching a chess match tonight.
Out top of the Cratton, hands it to Graham. Graham with the pass to Smith on the left wing. Looks for the backdoor pass down to Bonds. Ball stolen away by Genenbacher. Genenbacher will try to back his way in, leaves it out on the wing. Houston picks it up, fires away, no good. Ippenson with the offensive board. He's already used the dribble, throws it across to Houston. He'll try again from 3, off the mark. Rebound down to Miles. He'll put it back up and in. Cruz Miles with the offensive board and put back and cuts it out of a 2-point lead with 3 minutes remaining.
He's got 11.
Bonds to Smith on the left side. Look down low for Reinhardt. Over through him. Ball stolen away. Into the front court, and with it comes Miles. To Genenbacher out near the half-court line. A chance to tie or take the lead for Camp Point Central. On the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, here's a drive by Genenbacher. Right side, Ippenson. 3 is up and no good. Rebound down to Graham for the Sockies. He'll push the pace into the front court. Fakes the pass. Goes up with a left-hand layup and in for 2 on the fast break And a timeout taken by Brad Tomei. We'll pause as well. 2:30 to play in the contest. The Sockies leading the Panthers 38-34.
Game Masters Outdoors in Quincy is your ultimate destination for game cameras and hunting gear. Discover top-notch game cameras to elevate your outdoor experience. From firearms and ammunition to optics and outdoor equipment, we've got you covered. Enjoy free shipping on most orders. Browse our vast selection of high-quality gear and find everything you need for your next adventure. Visit GameMastersOutdoors.com today.
At Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois, we have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s, 250s, and 350s. If you need help with that perfect look after your purchase, I'm Corey Greinke and I Know Trucks. Come see me at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Illinois.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
2:30 to play as the timeout was taken by the Pittsfield Sockies on the Adams Fiber timeout. Follow thefiber.net. Learn about the great offerings from our friends at Adams Fiber. 38-34 is the Pittsfield advantage. Just 2:30 to play in the ball game. Liberty falling to rout tonight, 62-49. And here's a foul called on Bonds.
His second, team fourth.
So that would put Central the free throw line on the next foul by the Sockies. Just 1 foul by the Panthers in the quarter. Ball comes out top to Ginnenbacher. Panthers only down by 4 with 2:13 to play. Don't have to be in a huge hurry here, but looking for a good shot as Ginnenbacher will try the drive. Fadeaway jump shot. Tough one, gets it to go.
11.
38-36, down to a 2-point game. This is the 2-minute warning. As Graham will bring it into the front court. Out to Grattan. Now goes to Bonds on the wing. To Brody Tomhave out top. Back to Graham. Wants Reinhardt to come set a screen. Ginnenbacher went for the steal. Graham able to keep both hands on it. Now Grattan kicks to the wing and Tomhave. He'll try the dribble drive. Throws it back out to Bonds with 1:35 to play. Dribble drive in by Graham. He'll put it up. Runner is no good. Rebound down to Ginnenbacher. A chance to tie or take the lead for the Camp Point Central Panthers. Ginnenbacher brings it into the front court to Houston. Houston's played some big minutes here in the second half.
Pay attention to Miles where he's at.
Here's Ginnenbacher. Just backs his way in. A little 1-on-3 shot. No good. Rebound down to Graham. Ginnenbacher thought he might have been fouled, and he might have been right. 1:04 to play. Into the front court. Bonds is bumped by Ginnenbacher.
His first, team second.
1:02 left. Panthers going to try to get some fouls. Pittsfield's not been very good at the free throw line, so could be a good strategy for Central here as Bernard's into the contest. He'll sit down Reinhardt for the Sockies. Clayton Reinhardt's really played well tonight. One of his bigger offensive outputs of the season. Tom Abe will throw it in, gets it into the backcourt to Grattan. Nobody guarding him there, so he'll just walk it up. Gets it over to Bernard with 54 seconds to play. There's a ball knocked loose. It is a held ball on the court. It'll be Pittsfield basketball on the alternating possession arrow. As both teams on the court after it, and they will take the ball out of bounds underneath, but they first want to get something to wipe up that perspiration on the floor. Nope, we'll get a timeout by James Barnett. 49.6 seconds to play, 38-36. Pittsfield on top. Back after this.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Camp Point Central with one Adams Fiber timeout left now with 49.6 seconds to play. Pittsfield with 3 timeouts, so there'll be a tie up. The possession of favors Camp Point Central.
Panthers got to foul 3 more times to put the Sockies at the free throw line.
Alexa Play final countdown. 49.6 seconds to play. Tom Abe to throw it in. Looking here, he'll get it out front to Graham near the sideline. Ginnebacher will try to foul him, not called yet here. Now Bernard picks it up, gets it to Grattan, and he will be fouled.
Grattan will pick, or let's see, Houston will pick up the foul, his second, third team foul, 42 seconds left. Just 7 off the clock there.
Seemed longer. 7.
It did.
Tom Abe will throw it in. Looking. He'll get it to Bonds.
That's
over and back. And a turnover on the Sockies. Will give it to the Panthers with 41.1 seconds to play. Trailing by 2 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard.
Reinhardt's going to come in and try to counter Ginnebacher going to the basket.
Niekamp will get it to Ginnebacher in the backcourt. Pittsfield got to be careful. You don't want to foul here. That would put Central at the free throw line with a chance to tie it with no time coming off the clock. Ginnebacher on the right side. That is to Houston. Niekamp out front. Miles shakes free. He'll put up a 3. It's no good. A rebound down to Ginnebacher, and he'll be fouled on the floor. It's 2 shots anyway. No, James Barnett called the timeout. Called the final timeout of the game that he has. No timeouts remaining for the Panthers on the Adams Fiber timeout. If you're looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair service, it's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. 217-214-3423. 19.7 seconds left. 2-point game. Camp Point Central will have the basketball underneath their own hoop. They're out of timeouts.
If Barnett hadn't called the timeout, I think Ginnebacher would have been fouled and went to the free throw line, actually, don't you?
I agree. But that's not
what
how
happened.
it went.
That's right. Panthers just 13 of 43 from the field, 3 of 15 from the arc, 7 of 12 from the free throw line. Pittsfield 6 of 14 from the free throw line.
Let's see what old Coach Barnett has come up with here.
See if Cruz Miles can find an opening and make his 4th 3 of the night. Try to take a lead.
I'd say you're looking at something in the paint on this inbounds play. They like to get the ball in the corner and then come off a little curl screen underneath. Let's see what happens here as Niekamp will be the man to throw it in.
Probably put 3 people on Ginnebacher. It wouldn't hurt a thing.
Looking here, he'll get it into Ippenson, spins to the middle, fouled by Reinhardt with 17 seconds left, and Ippenson will go to the free throw line shooting 2.
4th foul on Reinhardt. And to the free throw line goes Luke Ippenson, who is 3 for 6 from the free throw line. First one is up and no good.
Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper. They have been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Second one is up and no good. Ginnebacher tips it up, gets the ball, tries to put it up. He's going to be fouled on the play, and he'll shoot a pair of free throws.
With 14.7 seconds left and a chance to tie the game.
Ginnebacher with 11 points. He's 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. First one is up and no good.
Panthers missing some opportunities here. And Brad Tomhave now wants a timeout. Timeout by the Sockies on the Adams Fiber timeout. Will pause as well. 14.7 seconds left. 38-36. Sockies on top.
Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trekking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trekking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trekking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this season. If you are looking to get team shirts or spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square feet of retail space, so pop in and see what we have to offer. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and banners. The Walker family has proudly owned and operated Press Yours On You for over 18 years. Being a small-town business, our goal is customer satisfaction. We would like to thank everyone who has supported us. As always, thank you for supporting local.
14.7 seconds left as Elijah Ginnenbacher is at the free throw line for the Panthers, trying to cut this to a one-point game. Free throw up and good. 38-37. Panthers a little full court pressure. Ball through the hands of Bernard, dives on the floor, and Brad Tomei will get a timeout with 11.2 seconds to play. The Sakis avoid an absolute disaster there. Got away with the travel, it looked like, and he was near the sideline. Ooh, boy. They'll get it out of bounds in the backcourt, and did not handle that pressure well at all. 11.2 seconds to play on the Adams Fiber timeout. Pittsfield will have one remaining.
Panthers still need to foul 2 more times to put them at the free throw line.
Sakis are going to bring Tom Have and Smith back into the game as Reinhardt and Bernard will sit down.
Looking for some ball handling.
11.2 seconds to play. 1-point contest. Both these teams hungry for the victory here. Hello, Ed Knight.
Nobody's leaving early.
Glad you're enjoying the song Final Countdown. Alexa, play Living on a Prayer. 11.2 seconds to play. 38-37 the lead. And it'll be ball out of bounds to the Sakis in the backcourt. Who will inbound? It'll be the freshman Brody Tomei.
Panthers need to be careful they don't let somebody break towards the basket. The Sakis are set up for that right now. Watch Graham.
Tomei to inbound, looking. He'll get it to Graham deep in the backcourt. Caught in a predicament down there, and a foul going to be called, just the 4th on Camp Point Central.
Houston picks up the foul. 8.1 seconds left, and if you're going to foul here, you want to do it quickly.
Tomei again will be the man to throw it in. He's got to hold his spot. Looking deep, there's Bonds on the breakaway into the front court. He'll pull it out on the dribble and be fouled with 4.8 seconds to play. He'll shoot 2.
Bonds to the free throw line. He's 0 for 1 from there on the evening. Saki's just 5 of 14. He cannot make it a 2-possession game. He's got a 1-point lead with 4.8 seconds left. The Panthers may have trouble getting the ball down the court.
Well, Houston has fouled out of the game, so they've got to replace him here.
And into the game comes Corbin Hoosier. No timeouts, right?
Pittsfield has 1, Camp Point Central none, according to our fact checkers.
First one from Bonds is up and good.
That one big, this one bigger, because a heave down court could win the game if you miss this one. 4.8 seconds to play. Rixton Bonds, the junior guard at the free throw line for the Sakis, trying to extend the lead out to 3. It's up, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Bonds. 4.8 seconds to play. Ginnenbacher will get it. Dribbles toward the front court. He'll get it to the free throw line. 3 for the tie to send it to overtime is off the mark. And Pittsfield with the victory. They move to 7-10 on the season. The Panthers drop to 3-14, and we take you to the Logan Ag postgame show, where we're back with final stats, a visit with Brad Tomei, and a naming of our player of the game next.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
You've tried it, I've tried it, everyone needs to try it. Sugar and Smoke, 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Open Wednesday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Here's what others are saying. This place is fantastic in every way. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, brisket, ribs on the weekends, the best green beans, appetizers, nachos, pony shoes, pork burgers, celebrating 1 year in business. Sugar and Smoke, it's time to eat. Yum! 217-922-0067.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Welcome back on the Logan Ag Postgame Show. Final of this one, a 40-37 win for the Pittsfield Sockies over the Central Panthers. Panthers got a good look from the volleyball line by Elijah Ginnebacher at the end. The shot was just off to the right, and Pittsfield survives for their 7th victory of the season. Logan Agri-Service Incorporated with locations in Griggsville and Winchester in Illinois, and also in Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris in Missouri. They're here to serve all of your agricultural needs. Call Logan Ag, 217-833-2375.
Game of inches, 18 turnovers on Central, 17 on Pittsfield, and the difference in the ball game, 3 points. That could have been part of it. 13 of 44 from the field for the Panthers, 29.5%. 3 of 16 from the arc, 18%. 8 of 16 from the free throw line. Elijah Ginnebacher had 12 points, 8 of those in the second half. 5 for Caden Niekamp, 3 for Luke Ippenson on the night, 6 points from Corbin Hoosier, and 11 from Cruz Miles on the evening. Sockies 15 of 36, 41.7%, 3 of 10 from the arc, 30%, 7 of 16 from the free throw line, 43.75%. Taylor Graham had 18 of their points on the night. Clayton Reinhardt was 7, 5 points from Colin Bernard off the bench, 4 points from Riggs Bonds, none bigger than those final 2 free throws, and 6 on the night for Hayden Gratton.
Final of the contest, a 40-37 win for the Sockies over the Panthers. We'll step aside on the Logan Ag postgame show. Back with more after this.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814. One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Logan Ag postgame show, visiting with Pittsfield Psyche head coach Brad Tomei following a 40-37 win. And, Coach, you knew when you played these guys the first time this season, they were, well, just out of football, not very much practice, and you knew James Burnett's squad, even though the record not great for the Panthers this year, always a team that's tough to contend with.
Yeah, for sure, and, they were doing a nice job at trying to get their bigs down on our smalls, forcing some switches and going to that high-low. A couple times we lost them. We didn't have that weak side help. But collectively, I thought we did we tried to stay in front of them the best we could and contested some shots. And I'd like to see us secure the ball a little bit better late in the game when we kind of built I think a 6 or 7 point lead there and just had some silly turnovers and just still having a hard time putting the ball in the basket in certain stretches. So I'd like to see a little bit of that get better and, make some more free throws. But, boy, we got to rebound the ball better, certainly.
On the offensive side, I thought Clayton Reinhardt was about as aggressive as you've seen him, and that's with some big, strong kids in Ginnenbacher and Niekamp underneath, and that's what you need out of Clayton as a senior.
Yeah. He had a nice finish on a little special out of a timeout. I didn't expect him to try to score the ball when he didn't really get on the basket side of his cut, but he did, and he kept his composure and he scored. And that was a big score for us. So we got to have that presence. I mean, we have to have somebody at least look to score the ball down there. And Clayton's a big, strong kid, and he made a few tonight. I'd like to see him make a couple more, but at least he's attacking the rim. So we talk about positive things that happen when we get down there. It's not always necessarily a score, but maybe draw a foul or maybe force some help, a double or whatever, and we can get a kick out and get an open shot from the perimeter. So, I thought Clayton did a nice job tonight.
Both teams dealing with some illnesses, so both were a little bit shorter in the benches tonight, which means you went a little deeper into the bench, and those young guys getting some valuable minutes here.
Yeah, they are, and they've proven it. They've proven it time and time again, and it's going to be. They're going to make some varsity. They're going to make some mistakes for sure, and they're going to be out. The strength aspect of it's going to be a little bit, not on our side, but they've earned those minutes in practice and can come in and do some nice things, whether it's ball security or free throws with Brody or, defensively with Colin, and even Silas is coming along as well. So they've proven it, and they've done well. They've done well for guys being thrown into the mix, especially after playing a full JV game right before. So. But they're young. They got a lot left in those legs.
A couple of your little guards made good decisions. When Ginnenbacher and Niekamp were driving through the middle, they didn't try to take a charge, so they were around at the end of the game. Because there's a lot of physicality difference between those little guys. And Riggs Bond made a couple of free throws at the end when he had to, and that was so important.
Yeah, good birthday present for him. So happy for him. He didn't play the best first half, I don't think, but I thought second half he really focused defensively. His defensive pressure is one of the best that we have, and I thought he was really in some good spots defensively that caused some turnovers, and then offensively stepping in there and making those 2 free throws was huge for us at the end.
Played good defense against Ginnenbacher too. We saw him score 28 points against Liberty, and he's a little able to do that bully ball, but a lot of different guys had to, Taylor had to play him, and I thought Hayden did a good job being aggressive, taking the ball the hole a couple times for you.
Oh, yeah, and defensively, we're going to end up with some of those mismatches. It's just invariably going to happen because of our, how we're wanting to play and switching most screens, and so collectively, we're not the biggest team, and so one of those guys is going to end up, and James did a nice job of trying to find those mismatches and get him back. He knew what he had to do to try to get down in there. So, but yeah, I mean, we spread them out offensively. I thought we got to the paint and made some shots, and I thought I think the story of the game was our defensive pressure the second half was better, and our rotations, all 5 collectively, was a lot better than it was the first half.
Kind of a strange Thursday night home game this week, and a Porta AC Central squad who's got quick guards and 2 good bigs. That's a tough matchup.
Yeah, really tough. I've watched a couple more films on them since the Thanksgiving tournament, and they got 3 guards out there that can shoot it, and their bigs are very active, and they do a nice job of getting everybody involved and run some nice offense for all of them. So we're going to have to be ready to go, see if we got something up our sleeve to maybe slow them down a little bit, and maybe we can have another offensive 40-point explosion.
Saki's with the 40-37 victory over Camp Point Central. Coach, as always, we appreciate the time.
Thanks, guys.
That's Saki head coach Brad Tomhave. Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is the proud sponsor of the play of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And Tip of the cap to Taylor Graham with 18 points, but I think a big play right there at the end of the game was those 2 free throws by Rigston Bonds, Jack. Those were huge for the Sockies when they needed them. I think he'll be our player of the game tonight.
You bet. Did it when he had to, and, I mean, that's the crucial thing. When are you going to do it when your team needs you? And he came through at that point.
That's going to do it from Camp Point Central High School. For John and Jack Hull, I'm Charlie Hill, thanking you for joining us tonight as Pittsfield beats Camp Point Central 40-37 on another Central Illinois Sports presentation.